almost a dozen primaries for seats in the Texas House of Representatives are now going to runoffs. That's after Tuesday's election. While most of these unresolved races are on the Republican side, we do know one Democratic incumbent is still trying to fend off a challenger. We're taking a closer look at this particular race with KXAN's Will Dupree. Will, you've been busy all week, but we want to know specifically this primary, who is advancing to this runoff?
Let's start with the district that this is going to be in. This is in Texas House District 146. It is not in our viewing area. This is in South Houston. The incumbent there is State Representative Shawn Thierry. She was running for her 5th term in office. However, her challenger, Lauren Ashley Simmons, who you see on the right there, is a union organizer and a first-time candidate, and she actually came out on top of the primary vote. However, it was not the 50% needed to avoid that runoff, so that will head to that next round of elections. I had a chance to talk to Lauren Ashley Simmons yesterday about what it felt like to be able to get the most number of votes in this primary. Let's take a listen.
I want people to feel a part of and bought into this campaign because ultimately their lives are hanging in the balance by the decisions that I'll make as a legislator. And that's what we've seen before. And so it feels really good to be here. And I'm ready to go knock some more doors. I'm ready to make some phone calls. Everybody's telling me I need to take a break. And I said, there's no letting up. May will be here before we know it.
Not wasting any time at all. We did reach out to State Representative Thierry's office to ask her for an interview as well about making it to the runoff too, but we have yet to hear back from them to nail down an official time to do that.
Hopefully looking forward to getting to hear a bit from her. Now, this is the first serious primary challenge for Representative Thierry. So talk to us, why has this race been so competitive?
You know, there has been so much attention on particularly the Republican primaries in some of these Texas House races, and for good reason, because there's a lot of infighting happening on the GOP side related to school vouchers and Ken Paxton's impeachment. On the Democratic side, there appears to be a fault line emerging about LGBTQ plus issues in particular, and that's really at play in this race for sure. Representative Thierry sided with a very small number of Democrats during this last year and a lot of the Republicans, in fact, all of them, to pass some of these LGBTQ plus restrictions like Senate Bill 14, which bans certain healthcare options for transgender minors like puberty blocking medication and hormone therapies. So she faced a lot of backlash about this. She was a very public supporter of this legislation, and that led to 2 challengers entering into the primary, and as you can see, this is the first serious challenge she's had. She's had primary opponents in the past, but the last one she beat by almost 35 percentage points.
So this is definitely a departure for sure. Tell us, how soon is this runoff happening? When do people need to put it on their calendars to key in? And also, we know there are other runoffs that day, so talk to us about those.
The work is not done just yet for us here in the journalism industry and also for a lot of these political candidates. So the runoff is happening on May 28th, so that's a little over 2 months from now. So that is a lot of time for you all to receive not only commercials on your air, but mailers and fundraising requests from some of these candidates. So that will be in this House District 146 Democratic primary. Now on the Republican side, I just want to point out one race. House Speaker Dade Phelan, who is in Texas House District 21 in the Beaumont area, he is in the political fight of his life right now. He advanced to a runoff and is trailing behind the main challenger there, David Covey, who received the endorsement of both Attorney General Ken Paxton and former President Donald Trump. This is really a big race to watch because we have not seen a House Speaker, a sitting House Speaker, advance to a runoff since 1972. So this is a really big deal, and of course there's many more to watch coming in the weeks ahead.